So we've seen this move to the downside on Cardano ADA, and in doing so, we ended up breaching past some key levels, such as the yellow line, which is a key level of support and resistance. And we also broke through the 200 DMA, which signaled a bearish trend. And of course, here you can see that we ended up breaching this previous low at 73.01 cents, and that then triggered a breaker structure on smart money concept, which also further confirmed that we were bearish. And so it will be interesting to see if ADA can actually tap into this region here, which is the Y wave target, where I mentioned that I've been tracking a WXY structure. And yeah, for that to be the case, then we need to see that deeper move to the downside, which looks like a possibility at this stage. And so if I go down to the hourly chart and check to see what's taken place within that recent move to the downside, and yeah, here you can see that this bounce to the upside, we ended up getting rejected at the 50 MA. And it's possible that what we are forming is a five-way structure, given what's taking place over here. So what I'll do is I'll bring in the fib tool and bring this to over here. And yeah, for a five-way structure to form, the third wave will need to reach the minimum target, which is this level here. And you can see that we ended up exceeding that level, where we reached 71.72 cents. And so it looks like we have a five-way structure to the downside that's currently forming right now, where if I was to draw that in, this would be the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so what I'll do is check to see if the internal structures within this third wave is complete, and we have this wave 4 and 5 that's playing out. And so if I drop down to the 5-minute chart, and if I bring in this fib tool, so this would be the wave 1, 2, and so it's possible that we are still within a wave 3. So if I bring in the fib tool, and so here we reached 76.17 cents. And so the 1.6 minute level sits at 72.31 cents. And we ended up exceeding that level where we reached this level here at 71.72 cents. And so, yeah, it's possible that we are still within this third wave, where this would be the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to then complete this third wave here. And then we'll see the wave 4 and 5 play out throughout the day or maybe over the weekend, who knows. And yeah, as far as this fifth wave target goes, this fifth wave typically reaches anywhere between 1.226 to 1.618 of the wave 4. So if I bring in the fib tool, and so here we reach 74.02 cents. And so short-term target for ADA will be this region here between 70.33 cents to 71.19 cents. So if I just adjust this, and yeah, that will then complete this fifth wave, which in turn will complete this third wave, and then we'll see the wave 4 and 5 play out. And so yeah, it's possible that this fifth wave could actually tap into this region here to complete the Y wave. So if I remove this and go back to the 4-hour chart, so we have this 5-way structure that I'm currently tracking right now, and that would form part of a Y wave of this structure here. And then this WXY structure would also form the bigger Y wave, where if I was to draw that in, that'd be the W wave, that'd be the X wave, and that'd be the Y wave. And then so it looks like we are within this final move to the downside to complete the Y wave, to then complete this fourth wave. And then we'll see that final push to the upside where we can then begin to track the wave 5. And so given that the wave 4 will go slightly deeper, that would then mean that the wave 5 target will be slightly higher than the initial target that I set out in my previous update. But of course, I'll adjust this once we confirm the wave 4. And you can see that on the stochastic RSI, the bears are slowly starting to lose that momentum, and we are within the oversold conditions. And if I go on the 8-hour chart, again, we are within the oversold conditions. We are seeing that reversal also, and that's reflected on this price chart. And so here it could be a case of seeing a wick into this region here, and then seeing that bounce to the upside, where again we can then begin to track the wave 5. So similar to what took place over here, where we saw that wick below the support line, and then we saw that bounce to the upside. But of course, here we ended up getting rejected at the 50 MA because we're bearish. But I am looking at for that push to the upside where we actually break through the 50 MA and continue to see that push to the upside where we then breach past this level here. And if I go in the daily chart, again, we are within the oversold conditions, and so I'm not necessarily too concerned even if we tap into this region. Now, I did add to my position also in anticipation of what's to come. And so, yeah, I'm still bullish as things stand at the moment. And so, yeah, that's just my quick update on Cardano ADA, and hopefully you found this useful. And if you did, then feel free to hit that like button. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.